It's like I met this person that he was part of me. I remember her.
For years, Sister Wives fans believed they had seen every possible fracture in the Brown family. The divorces, the separations, the emotional estrangements, nothing seemed off limits. But now, Meri Brown is pulling back the curtain on a piece of family history that many viewers say changes everything. In a revelation that has reignited old tensions and cast new shadows over long-standing relationships, Meri is finally addressing the deeply uncomfortable truth she says was buried from the beginning. Janelle Brown allegedly left Meri's brother to marry Kody Brown. While longtime viewers were aware that Meri and Janelle had a complicated relationship from the very start of the plural marriage, this revelation reframes years of icy interactions, passive-aggressive exchanges, and emotional distance. According to Meri, the story viewers were told on television was only the polished version, one that left out a betrayal that cut far deeper than anyone realized. From the earliest seasons of Sister Wives, Meri and Janelle's relationship stood apart from Kody's other marriages. While Meri initially appeared eager to welcome Sister Wives into the family, the tension between her and Janelle was palpable. Their disagreements over household roles, finances, emotional boundaries, and even kitchen access became recurring themes on the show. For years, these conflicts were chalked up to personality differences. Meri was painted as controlling and territorial, while Janelle was portrayed as independent and logical. But Meri now suggests the foundation of that conflict was never addressed honestly. According to Meri, Janelle was previously married to Meri's brother before entering into a spiritual marriage with Kody. While this detail has surfaced in fragments over the years, Meri has recently emphasized the emotional weight of that history and how profoundly it affected her trust. Not just in Janelle, but in Kody as well. Meri has implied that the situation wasn't merely awkward, it was fundamentalist plural marriage, where emotional transparency is often sacrificed in the name of obedience and unity. Meri says her feelings were never fully acknowledged. This revelation casts Kody in a particularly harsh light. As the family patriarch, Kody positioned himself as the spiritual leader who was meant to guide each wife with fairness and care. Yet Meri's account suggests that her emotional well-being may have been treated as collateral damage in the pursuit of expanding the family. Critics argue that Kody's failure to establish clear emotional boundaries early on planted the seeds for decades of resentment. Fans have long accused Kody of rewriting history to suit his narrative, often minimizing Meri's pain while elevating his own grievances. Meri's latest comments seem to support that interpretation. She has implied that when she struggled with jealousy or insecurity, those emotions were framed as personal flaws rather than understandable reactions to a deeply complicated situation. Janelle, for her part, has largely remained silent on the issue in recent years. Historically, she has described her relationship with Meri as strained but functional, emphasizing her focus on independence and financial stability. However, Meri's framing suggests that Janelle's emotional detachment may have been a defense mechanism rather than a personality trait. If true, it raises uncomfortable questions about whether both women were maneuvered into roles that benefited Kody more than anyone else. The power dynamics within the Brown family have always been uneven, and Meri's revelation underscores just how little agency the wives may have had in shaping their own narratives. While plural marriage was presented as a consensual, faith-driven choice, Meri's story highlights the emotional costs of suppressing personal boundaries in service of a belief system that prioritizes growth over healing. What makes this revelation particularly explosive is its timing. With Kody now, social media reaction has been swift and divided. Some viewers express sympathy for Meri, arguing that her struggles finally make sense in light of this information. Others criticize the decision to revisit old history, accusing Meri of reopening wounds now that the family has already fractured. Still, many agree that the truth, however uncomfortable, deserves acknowledgement. This revelation also complicates Janelle's public image. Often seen as the most pragmatic and emotionally stable wife, Janelle has benefited from a reputation of being above the drama. Meri's account challenges that perception, suggesting that Janelle's entry into the family may have been more controversial than previously portrayed. However, supporters caution against vilifying Janelle without hearing her side, noting that women in polygamous systems often have limited choices. At its core, Meri's exposure isn't just about Janelle or Kody. It's about the cost of silence. Meri has repeatedly emphasized that her greatest regret was suppressing her truth to maintain appearances. In doing so, she believes she lost years of emotional clarity and self-worth. Her story resonates with viewers who have felt pressured to endure unhealthy dynamics for the sake of family or faith. As Sister Wives continues to evolve from a show about plural marriage into a post-mortem of its collapse, Meri's revelation marks a turning point. The narrative is no longer controlled by Kody's authority or edited for palatability. Instead, it reflects the messy, painful reality of relationships built on unequal power and unspoken compromises. Whether Janelle chooses to respond or not, Meri's words have already shifted the conversation. They force fans to reconsider long-held assumptions and acknowledge that what appeared as petty conflict may have been rooted in profound emotional betrayal. In exposing this truth, Meri isn't seeking revenge, she's